guys, welcome to our skill building call. We're going to take a few minutes, and what I wanted to do is hang on a second. All right, cool. So what I wanted to do is I really wanted to introduce you guys to a technique for how to invite people to an event. So let me ask, how many of you, look, I want to be able to see you, so let me put it up right. Okay, good. So how many of you feel like you would love to invite more people? Like, so Denise consistently has folks on this call, like consistently. Chris has definitely had a number of people. How many of you would like to know, how is it that Denise is able to get so many people on a call? Who would like to know that? Just me? Am I by myself? Oh, okay, good. All right. I thought there might be some other people. Awesome. So what I want to do is I want to take you guys through 8 simple steps that I'm sure Denise uses, that I use, that we use to help people, to invite people to be a part of an event. Now, it could be an event like this, which is a Zoom call. It can be an event like if you guys are doing sip and samples or launch parties or anything like that. I'm going to give you 8 steps. Now, before I give you those 8 steps, I'm going to tell you that I'm taking the 8 steps. Look, I thought I had my book with me. I'm taking these 8 steps directly from the network marketing. I won't call it the Bible, but the network marketing. Yeah, I'll call it the Network Marketing Bible, which is the book Go Pro by Eric Worre, right? So I'm not inventing anything new. It's right in that book Go Pro. So if you guys don't have that already, if you're really looking to create the kind of incomes that we talk about, you guys know I have a goal of creating 23 six-figure income earners in the next 36 months. Or it's 35 months now, Stephanie. In the next 35 months. So if you are looking for yourself, now again, everybody is not looking for that. We all know $500 could actually prevent, research says $500 a month coming into a family could actually end most divorces, okay? So I understand that, my vision or, Andrea's vision or Denise's vision, everybody's vision isn't, for these big gigantic numbers. So even if your number is $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month, whatever your number is, these exact same skills are what you're going to need to be able to effectively share the gift of Isagenix, okay? So again, get that book, Go Pro by Eric Worre, and you'll be able to have these steps. But I'm going to share them with you today. Now, before I share the steps, I'm going to give you 4 what I call my pro tips, okay? So the first thing, when you're inviting somebody to an event, again, a Zoom call, a launch party, a sip and sample, maybe there is a Super Saturday coming to your particular area and you want to invite people to that. The first thing I want you to do, I want you to emotionally detach from the outcome. So it doesn't matter if the person says yes or no, right? You have to be detached from that. You just have to be committed to making the invitation. Listen, guys, you're offering people an amazing opportunity to plug into something that's producing incredible results, physically and financially. So emotionally detached. People get to choose, and you are just responsible for sharing the information. Secondly, I want you to be yourself. So if you're calling your cousin or calling your friend, don't call sounding like some little robot or some little, cheerleader. Call sounding like yourself. No, now I always sound like a cheerleader. So if I didn't sound like this, people would go, CeCe, what's wrong with you? Right? But sound like you. But I want you to be strong. I want you to be confident. And I want you to be casual, right? It doesn't have to be this formalized thing. I want you to feel that. And then thirdly, I want you to be passionate and enthusiastic. Even if you are somebody that's, reserved, you can be reserved and still passionate. You can be reserved and still enthusiastic. Let that share. I tell people all the time, listen, biggest energy wins. So you want to share that energy with other people. And then finally, number 4, I want you to have strong posture. I want you to have belief in yourself, whatever you need to do, right? Like I use the Tony Robbins method sometimes before a call. I'll put my arms in the air and jump up and down and get my energy going and get myself flowing. My husband is one. He'll go and do a workout before he needs to do something like that. Whatever your process is, be strong in your posture and have belief in yourself. All right. Those are my 4 pro tips. So are we ready for the 8 steps on how to invite a person to an event? Are we ready? All right, perfect. So number one, I want you to be in a hurry, right? Because being in a hurry, it creates that sense of urgency. And also it's like, it's saying to them, listen, they're busy, but they took the time to share this with me. It must be really important. And I must be really important that they took the time to share this with me. So how it might sound something like this. You know, hey, Megan, I don't have a lot of time, but I was wondering, do you have a few minutes to chat? Be busy. Right? Hey, Megan, I don't have a lot of time, but I was wondering if you have a few minutes to chat. It might sound like that. Or it could sound like, you know, hey, Donna, I'm running out of the door as we speak, but I wanted to run something by you real quick. Hey, Donna, I'm running out the door as we speak, but I wanted to run something by you real quick. Okay. Or the last one, you know, hey, Dr. Patty, I only have a few minutes, but I wanted to be sure we connected before I hopped into another meeting. So any of those things, they're just going to show that you're in a hurry, you're creating urgency, you can't get into a long drawn out conversation, but you wanted to share this information with them. That's step 1, okay? Step 2, I want you to pay them a sincere compliment. Now, here's the trick. I want you must be authentic and be sincere in that. Listen, people don't have their tanks filled up these days, right? People don't get their tanks filled up these days. And so you really want to, you know, to just help fuel them up by paying them a sincere, authentic compliment. It could sound like, you know, Liz, I really appreciate how you always have taken good care of your body. It might be that, you know, or it might sound like, you know, Andrea, I've always appreciated how savvy you are. And it seems like everything you touch turns to gold. Or whatever that comment is, you just want to pay them a sincere compliment. You know, when I first started, guys, I would literally, like, it was a little nerve-wracking for me. So I would write the person's name down, and then I would write down the compliment so that I wouldn't be fumbling over my words. And if that's something that helps you, do that, right? But make sure that those words are sincere and authentic for you. So that's step number 2. Step number 3 is just make the invitation, right? And so you want to, when you make the invitation, you are making a suggestion to them that you know has a lot of value. So I want you to be direct, and I want you to be in your power. If you need to stand up and do a power pose, stand up and do a power pose, but be direct because you are offering something that has a ton of value. So it could sound something like this. So listen, I've come across something that has already impacted my life in a dramatic way. You know, before I found this system, I was feeling tired, I was feeling stressed out, and I was feeling like I was spending so much time away from my husband. It's only been 3 years, and I've already retired from my work and pursuing this full time, you know, and have created a financial legacy for my family. Is that something you'd be interested in learning more about? Simple. Or it could be a product. You know, you can say the same thing. Listen, I've come across something that's already impacted my life in a dramatic way. Before I found this system, I was feeling tired. I was feeling overweight, and I was feeling like I was living inside a body that wasn't mine. And it's only been, you know, and after 90 days, I had already released 30 pounds, had more energy, and feel a new, amazing outlook on life. Is that something that you'd be interested in learning more about? So whatever those 3 befores and 3 afters are, plug those in. Plug those in, right, guys? And here's the thing. The most important thing of what I said is that something you'd be interested in learning more about. You didn't ask them to do anything. You just asked them, is it something they'd be interested in learning more about? If they say no, that's fine. They're not interested in learning about that. And it's okay because we're detached. But most people are going to say, well, yeah. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go on to step 4, which is called, if I would you. So if I would you. So I'm going to say, so they said yes. I'm going to say, great. If I reserve a spot on an exclusive call, would you make it? If I reserve you a spot on an exclusive call, would you make it? Or maybe it was an event. If I reserve you a seat at an exclusive event, would you make it? If I reserved you a seat at an exclusive meeting, would you make it? Okay. So that's step 4. And let's say they say yes. Perfect. So confirm the date of the confirm the date of the time. Confirm the date and the time of the event. That's step number 5. Confirm the date and the time. So it might sound like this. Great. Great. The call takes place on Thursday. Wait, what's Thursday? Thursday, October the 4th. Oh, that's my husband's birthday. I should totally know that. So great. The call takes place on Thursday, October the 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern, if they're in Eastern, at 5 p.m. Pacific, if they're Pacific time or whatever time they're in, right? So, but you want to translate it to their time zone via live over Zoom. Does that work for you? Live online, does that work for you? That's it. That's confirming the date and time of the event. And so the next step you want to do is step 6, is you're going to confirm the importance and edify the speaker. So you want to confirm the importance of it and edify the speaker. So it might sound something like this. Well, great. You know, let's say we were talking to Donna. Great, Donna, it's really important that you come to this particular recall because the ladies that are speaking, CeCe and Andrea, they've already helped hundreds of people, and they're really the experts on all of this and can really give you the information that you're probably going to want anyway. You know, they inspired me to change my life, and I think just by you experiencing what they have to say, they might inspire you as well. They're really incredible women. You really want to join this call. That's it, right? So whatever your words are, but you just want to tell them why it's important that they're on this call. You know, why is it important that they're on this particular call or going to that particular meeting? All right, so are we ready for step 7? We're almost there. 2 more steps to go. Step 7, you want to confirm the yes. So, and all that says is, sound good? That's it. Sound good? Does that sound good? Does that work? Confirm the yes. So you want to hear them say yes again. You want to hear them say yes 3 times while you're on this call, right? That you want to help people. You know, unfortunately, people have lots of blocks up for lots of good reasons. And so by helping them to say yes to themselves, by helping them to say yes 3 times, you're really helping them to be able to say yes to themselves and have listening ears, okay? So number 7 was confirm the yes. And so number 8, real simple, you're just gonna get off the phone and you're gonna say, all right, Dr. Patty, listen, I have a run. So like I said, I got a couple more calls to make. There are literally a ton of people who are banging down my door to find out more about this opportunity. So just one last time, it's going to be Thursday, October the 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern on Zoom, and I'm going to send that to you via text or email or whatever, you know, whatever way you're going to send it to them. And you're aware that you're going to meet 2 of the most incredible speakers I have ever met. And I just want to know that I can count on you to be there. Sound good? Great. I'll see you then. Bye. Hang up the phone. Right? Hang up the phone. It's that simple. Because here's what happens. if you stay on the phone, they're going to ask you, well, what is this? Tell me more about it. You know, what is this? You know, how did you do that? How did you do that? And you really want to let that happen, that conversation happen over the course of this call, so that we can really lay it out for them in language that makes sense, you know, in ways that are compliant too, to keep this opportunity safe for all of us. So you want to get off the phone. And again, you start the conversation by saying you're busy. So this gives you a great opportunity to be able to get off the phone. Does that make sense, guys? How does that feel? Does anybody feel like this is something that they could duplicate, that they could really do, and they could make phone calls for Thursday using this method? Yeah?
Yeah, I do, CeCe.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Cool. So who wants to, we have 3 minutes. So I would love somebody to come online and practice with me. Who wants to come online and practice with me? And I'll be the guest, and you guys will be the caller. Is there anybody who wants to hop on? Leaders go first.
Really? Is nobody really going to step up for you, CeCe?
They're not. It's not for me. It's
for me. Yeah. But I'm like, I'm always the one who volunteers. I wanted to not be the volunteer for once. I'm not going to lie. All right, let me go back to my chat and see the cool things I wrote. Okay.
There you go.
So first off, I'm going to be in a hurry. Yep. So now this whole thing, all 8 of these steps, these are all in one. This is one conversation, or the be in a hurry, is that like a voice message you leave them?
No, this is all part of the same conversation. This is all the same phone call.
All right, I'm gonna wing it. That's fine. Okay.
Hey, CeCe, I don't have a lot of time, but I was wondering.
I know that part.
Okay.
I just didn't know if this was all the same thing. Okay.
It's all the same conversation.
Hey, CeCe, I'm just about to run out the door, but I want to know if you had a couple minutes. What is it for me to share something? Talk about what's the second part of the phrase for me to chat? For us to chat.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure, Steph.
That is so wonderful. I want you to know how much I adore and love you, and how much you show up for people in your life.
Ooh, thank you, girl.
Of course, you know I love you. And okay, now number 3 is make the invitation. So I guess I just say, I have started a health and wellness program that has absolutely changed my life. Like, not just physically, but even the financial freedom it's starting to give me, even in the weeks that I've been doing it, is amazing. So if I were to invite you to an amazing little 30-minute presentation, I don't want to use that word presentation, would you be able to attend? Oh yeah, be able to attend. And then I stop, right? Because I want you to say yes.
Spot on exclusive call. Would you make it?
Yeah, if I was to invite you to an exclusive call, could you make it? Or would you? Does would versus could matter?
Would you?
Would you? Okay, great. Would you make it?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Yep, I would.
Fantastic. The next one is, do I just want to say the next one, or just say like,
because it's exclusive.
It's exclusive, right? Okay, the call is this Thursday, October 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Do I go directly into confirming the importance and edify the speaker?
Does that work for you?
Does that work for you?
Oh, it does. No, absolutely. Let me just triple check mine. Yep, that works.
Fantastic. I cannot wait for you to hear this. You're going to hear 2 people whom I adore more than anybody in the world. One of them happens to be you. And she is literally one of the most incredible businesswomen I've ever met. And she's built multiple 7-figure businesses. You want to listen to her. And the other one is one of the most magnificent, beautiful women I've ever met in my life. And her name is Andrea Hankert. And she is beauty and health and knowledge and wisdom. And whatever you hear from her, you want to write down. That's all I can say.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So And then it says, now do I say a question then, or do I then just go to,
You want to say
I confirm the yes. Does that work for you?
You really want to join this call. Does that sound good? Yep. Does that work for you or sound good?
Right. You really, really want to hear what they have to say. You want to join this call. Does that work for you?
Yeah, definitely.
Great. So it's Thursday on the 4th at 8 p.m. I'm going to send you a text or an email with the details, and you're going to listen to CeCe and Andrea, and I'm really excited for you.
Awesome. Well, thank you. I'm excited too.
Oh, I love you so much, and I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
So Stephanie, first of all, that was awesome, Stephanie. So thank you. Like I said, I totally appreciate you stepping up. I love watching you stand in your power, girl. And that's it, guys. Like, how simple and easy did that feel? How simple and easy did it feel?
Really good. I'm ready, CeCe.
Are you ready, Mama?
I'm ready, dear.
All right, perfect.
Let me get I know you can see me. So what I did for everyone as well, I kind of, I took the information that was placed in by Stephanie and did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 all together. So folks can just kind of copy and then paste it and put it in their phone so that they can have something to kind of go by, if that makes sense.
There you go.
Okay. Well, hey, CeCe, it's Denise. How are you?
I'm so awesome, darling. How are you, girl?
Good, great. Well, listen, I want to honor your time because you're a busy woman, and so am I. I want to share something great with you. Let me see. And the reason why I want to share this with you is because, you've inspired me literally for 30 years. And when I was introduced to this wonderful opportunity, I immediately thought of you. So, you're such a smart woman, and I know you're someone that I look up to and I like to partner with. If I would invite you into, am I skipping some stuff?
You were perfect. You were perfect. But you just,
okay.
You came.
If I would,
how did it impact you, and what are you experiencing already? Remember,
say that again.
Before I found the system, I was feeling I was feeling 1, 2, and 3. And it's
okay. So be in a hurry. Pay the. So number 2 was pay the compliment. 3 is make the invitation. So in making the invitation, do I talk about Isagenix and say what it's done for me? Okay, well, great. Okay. So I paid you a compliment, and that was very authentic to me, indicating that, I've always admired you, and I really want to partner with you. And I found this great system called Isagenix, and I immediately thought about you. 2 things that it did for me. It gave me a possibility to become healthier. I wake up very energetic, and I want this to happen for you. And more importantly, is giving me an opportunity to think about financial freedom differently than I've ever thought about it. Now, if I were to save you a spot on an exclusive Zoom call on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, would you join me?
Absolutely. Now remember, hold on, I'm going to stop you real quick. You want to end the invitation with, is that something you'd be interested in learning more about? Because that's right.
So we want to confirm it, right? So I don't want to keep blabbling. Okay. So is that something that you would find? I'm trying to create my own words. Yeah. Is that something that would, benefit you?
Well, again, it's not even about whether it would benefit me. It's, am I open? Am I interested?
Open to at least, okay. Are you open to learning more about it? That's perfect. I would say that.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, absolutely I am.
Okay, great. I thought you would. So again, it's Thursday, this upcoming Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
But
It
the
says
if I
confirm and
were
edify.
you.
Oh, I already thought I did that.
No, you were still. I thought we went back to the. Oh, sorry. You probably did. I'm sorry. I went back up to the other one. You're right. I apologize. You're right. Go ahead.
That's okay. Okay, so confirm. Okay, so I confirm Thursday Zoom call 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And listen, you're really going to be blown away because I know we think alike. There are two women that will totally captivate you with some great information, better than what I can share since I'm so new in the company. They will just share information. Well, CeCe has had some wonderful experiences with the company. Not only has she had some physical success, but in changing her body, she and her husband, but she's also having financial success. And she indeed is a business coach. So I know that's something that would interest you. And she has a wonderful woman who has actually been with Isagenix for 16 years. So her knowledge is just something that just really comforts me. And she has a story as well that you just know the Lord got her through it. She's warm. I've never met her, but I feel like I already know her. This is going to be something that I know will bless your heart as well. So can I count on you to join me on Thursday?
Absolutely, I'll be there.
Okay, and let me just confirm again. I know you're a busy lady, and I told you I'm rushing too. I can't wait to see you on the Zoom call. Don't worry, I'll introduce you. I want you to feel right at home. We're genuine people on the call, and I will make certain to follow up with a text message and remind you a day before and then a half an hour before the call. How about that?
Wow, that's efficient. I love it.
Okay.
Amen. Amen. I know Andrea's loving that, Denise. Guys, does that feel like a process that you could go through? Yeah? Does that feel like a process you could go through? Does anybody feel like Denise was being icky with me or weird with me? Or Stephanie was being weird or icky or anything like that? It's language that's so beautiful, and it's all about, just like Denise said, she said it, I need to find my word. This is a framework. I want you to find your word. Everybody who Denise talks to, trust and believe she's going to say that'll bless your heart. No, that's Denise's language. So use your language. The first thing we talked about, those pro tips, remember, be yourself. Be yourself. It all starts there. Just have that strength and that passion and that enthusiasm. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to be able to invite some folks to this call and to other events and really help share with them the gift that we have here tonight. It is a gift. Any questions before we hop off?
CeCe, I have one question. I think I know the answer to it, but I'm going to ask anyway. I prefer phone calls and always belly to belly for invites.
Mm-hmm.
I do text and email,
Mm-hmm.
but this should definitely be done by face-to-face or phone call.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Absolutely. Okay. This is
I
a
thought so.
conversation. Yeah, this is definitely a conversation.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Good
All
question.
right. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. What other questions do you guys have? Cool. Awesome. All right. Well, listen, guys, I'm gonna stop the recording real quick. Give me a second. How do I stop? Stephanie.